So, currently, last month was a really good month. We did about $50,000 in revenue. This is insane, brother. We're literally robots. The ads are so good. Like, Jesus, wow.
In terms of like your success, you said like this week so far. What was the numbers you did? How much and how much you paid for that click?
And 5K, I paid 22 cents for that click.
Wait, really? I don't.
So, guys,
Hey G, good morning.
good morning.
How you feeling?
Just woke up from a nap, so I'm feeling good, feeling good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Yo, thank you for showing up today. And yo, bro, like, how are you? Just update me since our last call. Like, what's the haps?
I mean, it's been really good. I mean, so I think it's been what, a week since I started the ads, and already got like the 5 grand sale with the medium
Oh shit! Oh
funnel
shit! Oh shit! Oh
ad,
shit!
right? So it's doing really good, and I think I also did get like a few other sales also from suppliers that I never got sales. Like I think, which is like a
Oh, whoa,
grocery.
whoa, 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 whoa! Don't share out all the suppliers.
Uh,
Let's keep that. Ooh, ooh. All right. Anyways,
my
now
bad,
before we get into that, that juicy stuff, do
uh,
you think you could maybe just introduce yourself? Like where you from, and also I'm curious, like started into e-commerce. I knew you started at a young age too.
yeah. So my introduction is, I'm 22 years old. I'm from Seattle, Washington, and I moved, to America like 2 years ago. But I got started, really early in the e-com journey. Around the age of 16, I did my first business military contract where I made like $30,000, dealing with the Philippine government, selling their
What?
metal straws.
You're
Yeah.
lying. Really?
No, honestly, I swear to God,
Okay.
I have receipts. I have receipts until
Okay.
now.
Okay.
That was
Okay.
my
Okay.
first venture into business. And then since
Okay.
after making that money, I was like, you know what? Now what do I do? Where do I invest this? And that's what I, saw e-com, and I just started like, dabbling into e-com here and there at the age of like 17, 18. And since then, I've been through multiple stores. I've been through multiple. I've done low ticket dropship, done
Oh
this,
shit.
done
Yeah. Yeah.
that.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So I think my current store is, I think, my fifth or sixth store. I'm not exactly sure which one it is, but yeah, that's been my journey. I've stumbled forward into, our method, and what we're doing today, and it's just through trial and error that I've learned and succeeded.
Totally awesome. So, what age did you start e-commerce?
I'd say, to be definitive, I think like 18.
You started when you were 18,
Yeah.
and how old are you now?
I just turned 22 like a couple of months ago.
Okay, so you've been in the game for like more than 3 years, like 3 to 4 years of pure grind,
Absolutely, brother. That's
right?
great. Yeah.
So, if you were to kind of talk to your younger self at 18 years old, just looking to get started, what would you say, or like what's one piece of advice you'd be like, one like listen up, like
100% is like get, amazing mentors, and like, invest in yourself. And don't just think that you can, don't think you're like the smartest person on the earth and that you can figure it all by yourself, right? You need a team of
ooh,
people.
that's so good. That's so good. Uh-huh.
No matter how smart you are, it takes a village to raise a child, right? So you need, a team of people to like, teach you everything, the ins and outs. You need mentors to learn from who've been on the same path, made the same mistakes as you, so that you don't make the same mistakes as them. And just have a team of people around you, find good mentors, and then just keep persisting. Never give up, because you never know when you're going to succeed. Like success might be just right around the corner, and no matter how many tries it takes you, just go for it. So that's the advice I'd give my
Mhm.
youngest.
G, when I met you, I don't think I ever told you this, but one of our like earlier convos where we had like this face-to-face moment, we were just talking. I think we were just talking about dropshipping and stuff. And I'll never forget like leaving after that call, the impression that I got. Like I left after that call talking to you, and I was like, oh, he's gonna make it. Like this guy's gonna he's gonna kill it. Because there was just something about the aura, the persistence And that's something that I've really noticed what separates people that succeed in dropshipping versus people that kind of tend to fall off. Because it's always so easy to get started and, get very hyped up in the very like first 1 week, 1 month, maybe even like 6 to 12 months. But you kind of stuck through it. Obviously, your dropshipping journey did not start in high ticket dropshipping. That's what we do now. We're doing high ticket. You're starting to low ticket dropshipping. So for anybody that doesn't even know what low ticket dropshipping is, that is pretty much selling items the traditional ways from China. Alibaba. G is smiling because I'm sure he could relate. As could I. I'll start off like I started off doing dropshipping. I sold a portable air conditioner. I hesitate to say that was my winning product, but don't sell that. I made like $2 million in sales, but I was relying on like a China supplier, and it was absolutely got me into shambles nevertheless. And that's where I discovered high ticket dropshipping. And it took me a few years to even learn the business model myself and really like perfect it. But let me not talk too much about myself. G, how did you get started into dropshipping in terms of like you did low ticket, right? Like what was your kind of like journey like that, and how'd you get into high ticket?
So, I mean, I started with like, just like some random, tutorial guides on YouTube. And then I like I made like a low ticket store. I ran Facebook ads and I was selling like, water bottle, like dog, water bottles and all this stuff and then random stuff. And, I ran the ads. I got a couple of conversions here and then I was like, oh my God, I made it. But at the end of the day, like, nothing good happened. I mean, I got a couple of sales here. I remember the first time I ran ads, the first month, I spent about, I don't know, like $500, $600 and got only like 10 conversions of a $30 product. Like it was crazy. It was horrible. And, so I kept persevering there. And, just low ticket just absolutely didn't work out for me. And then, I tried a couple of other ways of like, building the store, build a different store, ran, trying to, with Facebook pages, IG pages, kind of like paying,
Oh shit.
or yeah,
Trevor,
paying.
didn't you do that, or you did Facebook Marketplace?
I did marketplace. I think he's referring to like influencers.
You're
Ish
talking about
influence ish.
influencers?
So I kind of like made like paid posts on these IG pages that had like a million followings and all this stuff, and I was still doing kind of low ticket, and yeah, kind of like paying like for posts on IG stories and all this stuff. It was kind of like a
Mm.
different kind of approach. I was like just shooting in the dark, trying to see what worked,
Yeah.
and that didn't work. But finally, when I, when I found out, when I found out high ticket dropshipping, like I was kind of on my like last thing. I was like,
Me
I
too.
should maybe change the business model. It's saturated. It's this, it's that. Figure something out. I'm like, you know what? I'll just give this my everything. Give this
Yeah.
last thing my full, and
Uh-huh.
that's just where it took off. It's just, and then since then I haven't looked back. I've just been, head down grinding in this.
Yo, that's so funny because I could relate too. Um, Trevor, you did low ticket dropshipping when you first started off too, right? Or no?
Yeah, a little bit of it, but I did it with Google Ads.
You started off with Google Ads immediately?
Well, I did one Facebook ads store and then I gave up on it and I immediately did Google Ads and I had a few successful stores. They
Wow.
eventually, my supplier screwed me up and my winning products just all died.
Got you.
Yeah.
I think me and G had very similar shared backgrounds in the sense that I was kind of just like, yo, this is all or nothing. Let me just give it
Back to
one more
back.
try. Um, G, since those times and since those stresses, how far have you gotten to your store? What has been your monthly revenues currently, and then what are your target revenue goals at the moment? Your target KPIs.
So, currently, last month was a really good month. We did about, $50,000 in revenue.
Nice.
And, last month was, uh, through and all the issues persisted and, we made that. So that's the current benchmark right now. But, moving forward, I have my sights set on the 100K months. And then, moving further than that, 250K, 300. So, it's just a train that's not going to stop.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's what's where I'm headed to, and that's what the future's at.
I just want to point out for the audience real quick. Notice that G said last month he did $50,000, but he also had problems. I want to get the notion to like everybody out there that watches like and thinks like dropshipping is like so easy and stuff. Like you still have problems at the 10K mark, the 20K mark, 50K mark. The problems just get just different, and you have to learn new skills and equip yourself better as an entrepreneur. But G, uh, very interesting, very cool. And what are some of the problems that you're facing now?
Some of the problems that I'm facing now is, like business. Like you really have, certain issues. So, as you said, at every step of the way that, you are going to have issues. So, it's like extending, there's like certain issues here that when you have a VA, you really need to, teach them how to, handle and deal with what you're
Okay, so
doing.
you're more on automation right now. Like you're more on like that scaling and automating the processes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like what I'm working on. Even with the ads, I'm moving into omni marketing, how to
Right.
launch all of the ads of the different like Bing, Pinterest, and all of this other stuff. How to manage those, how to just have the ad spend lean while bringing in sales awareness, brand recognition, all of that. So I'm kind of in the step 6 or 7 of the program where you scale out the business, build out the
Yeah.
SEO and all this stuff. So that's where I'm at, and those are the issues that I'm currently having.
Perfect. I did note, I just remember that last month we actually changed up your ads a little bit. So that was a big change in your business. Of
Mhm.
course, even though you were hitting those numbers, I mean, changing up your marketing strategy in terms of the ads was very different. And so you want to talk a little bit about that of what kind of ads you were kind of using before, and then what type of ads you're using now and how it has changed and just the performance of it based off of using the ad strategy that me and Trevor showed you.
Oh, definitely, definitely. I was, before I was using like performance max campaigns and kind of campaigns that were kind of automated and not specifically targeted. They were bringing in sales here and there, but they were also spending a lot,
Mm,
every day and even in the entire month, right? I mean, you can bring in revenue, but if you're spending the same amount and you're not profiting anything, I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't mean anything, right? The big numbers, everybody wants the big numbers, but you also need to be, taking a look at the back end. And that's what happened, when I switched to, the ad strategies that you guys teach. It was um, exactly perfectly what, a person would want. Like, with the lean ad spend,
right.
spending the money going exactly to where and what you want, not shooting in the
Yeah.
dark, and
Yeah.
then bringing in the big sales is like the ad strategy like anybody needs. Like that is exactly what a person, coming into it is looking like. My ad should be lean. It should spend money to people that are gonna buy, and then they convert, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that's entirely the change that I've seen. That the ads have been lean, specific, and targeted to the point to the customers. And even with because the ads take some time to optimize. So even with spending less, I'm having the same conversions that I was having earlier,
Right.
which is amazing, right? Which is like unheard of, right? And it's
That
just
happened to
and
me too.
yeah, and it's just I'm just I'm amazed of that, in awe, and really motivated, seeing that, and then just to take that to the next level, apply it further and further, learn it much more better, and then just have my store doing 100K plus months. So.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, for background context, I also did performance max campaigns for a really long time. And I was also getting like results and getting sales, but at the same time, I found it so hard to scale. I felt like I was capped. That's
Mhm.
when once I adopted like the new lean strategy where we're targeting specifically like the product types, the brand name SKUs, and all that fun stuff, right? That's when the things just started. I was like, oh halving my ad spend and still having the same amount of leads and revenue. That's freaking awesome. But yo, last question. Do you recommend the program of PeakFlow Academy?
Oh, 100%, brother. But by miles and miles, like and I have personally been through the ringer. I've been through, multiple different programs, and I would 100%, recommend it to anybody out there. Just the way and the details that you guys go through everything in the program, like, and I'm speaking about this from personal experience. I'm not like saying this, that this is just the only program I've seen. I myself am coming back to the older modules to like relearn, some of the other things that I learned, in different places, to learn them much more better and then have those applied. So the way that you guys have broken down the program, have really explained the stuff is an absolute gem. It's like a needle in a haystack. This is that people know, honestly, this is the program that anybody needs to get started into high ticket drop shipping and hit 100K months. Like literally from the bottom of my heart, I'm saying all of the information in this program is all a person needs. You do not need anything. Like if you just laser focus on this, you're going to be 100% successful. There is no way that you're not going to be successful. So I would 100% recommend this. And it's all honest from the heart, brother. It's really like the program is amazing. Like I have no other this thing. Like I'm literally going back to the older modules and checking out the shit. Like it's better than MTM, bro. I don't want to. I don't want to like. I don't want to shit on anybody. They were really amazing. Michael helped me out with the ads a lot.
Yeah.
It's just a much more refined this thing, brother. Honestly, like so my plan is when I hit 100K, I'm gonna post that on my story. I'm gonna be like, yo, check out my brothers, Marcus and Trevor. If you want to learn what I did, check out PeakFlow. Like,
That's
like
fine.
for real. Like it's amazing. So.
No, I appreciate you. I just wanted to let the like audience know what CRM was. That's really all. Because I think a big thing to the success in high ticket dropshipping is like one, the lean ads, and then second is actually having proper like follow up systems. So I know right now you're like trying to onboard VAs, no? Or like how's your sales system building been?
So yeah, I mean, I did onboard the first VA, and he's actually like, thank God, he's an amazing guy, and he's like really like even if I like take a back seat from the business, I kind of tried this out. Like if I'm not there for a couple of hours within the day and everything, he's still doing his work. He's still sending out POs.
Oh, actually?
Yeah, he's responding to like customer calls and everything, and like back orders. Like he's able to manage back orders and all this stuff. So it's pretty good. And I'm only giving him like 300 a month.
Bro,
and
I
everything.
don't know how you finding people like that right now, man. That's crazy.
Brother, it's all because of you. We sat down when we made the post, like you and I, remember?
Bro, 300. Dude, like he's giving you hours of his life.
Extra, brother. He's like, he's
is
like,
that your
going,
leadership energy? Are you a really good like leader in your team? Is that why?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to like toot too much of my horn, but yes, I'm like, I discipline them when it needs to be, like when they're kind of slacking off. Like I get on a call, I'm like, yo, get your shit together, and like, but in a nice way. And when they do good things, I reward them. So I'm like, hey, you're doing really well. It's impressive. Even my product listers, they were horrible at listing products. Like they were horrible, but I was paying them super cheap. And then, like with my leadership and everything, like I had to send them like a million videos, review each and every product and everything, and like sit down with them. And then now finally they uploaded a supplier, which was like really complex with zero issues, brother. Like reviews, added product optimization, proper HD images, proper like it's the best.
Finally,
it needs to be better than the competitors. So like every other competitor we've taken elements from their stores, and the listing on our store is like insane. So it's like leading them is difficult, but like once you get a hold of it, like it's like a synergy is built, brother. That's what.
Yes, sir.
The only thing is I need to scale the ads, brother. Like I need to be smart with the money and like really scale the ads up there. And then I'll see you at 100K, and then we'll scale together to a million.
Yo, I'm so happy for it, bro. I think the new ad strategy helped change your outlook. Like it leveled you up with the business even more. Like right?
Absolutely. I was, honestly, honest to God, I was like, is this gonna work or not? Like I had some doubts in my mind.
Fair.
Right? Like, is it like because I was 95% convinced, but I was still like, all right, there's still this thing in it. But the way, like in a week, it's gotten that amazing of a conversion. Like I'm excited to see like where it goes the next, and it's really performing good, brother. Like I'm not even like
Yeah,
I'm not saying
good for
like
you. Good, good.
yeah, like the first ones which were like genetic and the branded campaign ads that honestly was like
That was from
not
MTM though.
yeah
Like that's
no
how I got started with that. I was in it too, so
yeah, that one was, was kind of outdated, is what I would say. Right? It wasn't working that well, right? It was an
yeah,
amazing ad strategy, I'm not
it
shitting on
was.
that.
Hmm.
But and then, with the ad team also, they were like shooting it in dog. They were like kind of trying to optimize like products they thought were best sellers and just launching performance max campaigns. But like this is really the gold, brother. Like this is literally the gold mine. And my only thing is like, will we have to keep looking for ad strategies as we keep moving, like with, or is this like, good for the next year probably, or
I think for the immediate short future, this is the wave. I think when it comes to Google Ads, my perspective has changed. I used to want to do like automated bidding. I'm pretty sure I got you into doing the Performance Max. I was like, yo, try Performance Max. But I realized that the way to win when it comes to ads is like you got to have control of how much you're spending. Like you really got to know those costs per clicks, your cost per
yeah,
conversion. You just have to know what you're willing to spend and what you're not. For example, like if you know you have a winning product and you're trying
yeah.
to take more market share, of course you want to up the bids, but you
Uh-huh,
can't just up it to like $10 a click because you might take all the market share, but then it might be unprofitable. So
uh-huh,
I think
uh-huh.
you're always gonna have some type of control for the ads. And then eventually I truthfully also feel like AI will get so advanced that some AI software to help with like managing. It has to be. Like that's where it
Yeah,
has to go down to. You
yeah,
know?
yeah. We just get outdated, like everything is handled by the AI, and we're just like sitting back. No more
Yeah.
nothing. We have a AI VA, we have AI ad team, like
That
everything
bro.
is.
That's like scary, but it might go that way. It just might. In terms of like your success, you said like this week so far. What was the numbers you did? How much and how much you paid for that click?
And 5K, I paid 22 cents for that click.
Wait, really? I thought dollar.
No, so as we went in further, it was like, as like we checked it out right now, right? So it's
Oh
22 cents.
right.
Yeah, yeah, 22 cents for that
Was
click.
that the keyword? Was that the actual product on the product level?
No, it was on the product level.
The
Yeah.
product level,
Yeah, for that specific SKU, yeah.
and that was 22 cents.
Yeah.
You paid 22 cents and you got $5,000 sale. You laughing? You're like, bro, that sounds ridiculous. No, it is, but when you do lean marketing ads, it's realistic. It's real because the person searching that exact keyword, they have purchase intent.
This is insane, brother. We're literally robots. Like the ads are so good. Like Jesus, wow.